Okay guys, I'm back and we're gonna work some more on these things. So here's the back piece. The back piece of this, I just did the Mod Podge on here. It's pretty dry actually. So this will go here and this is gonna peek out. So what I'm working on now is this piece. Again, it's a double page piece. I cut this part out. It was just a white blank. I cut it out. This is one of the photographs that comes with the kit. I'm going to move it down a little bit, I think, so you can see. Oh, now you can see. So maybe you couldn't see that before. So this is a piece that comes with the kit. This is another piece of ephemera that comes with it. And this is cut out in the middle here where there was just a white space. And so I cut it out, and what I did was I left pieces here on each side so it would make this flip up a little bit and just give it a little more texture. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cover it, the back of it, with this, one of the background pages. So I'm going to use my tear ruler, which has been put somewhere right here. Actually, it was put back where it's supposed to be. How about that? And we're just going to tear these edges a little bit. So let's just do that. I like the, oh, that's okay. No worries. What is going on? I doesn't like doing it on that book. That's okay. It's going to look like this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to look all just torn and wow, this is not working out for me very well right now. I don't know what's going on. All right, so I got that. I just want to tear the edge a little bit so that when I place it on to glue it, I know I'm not getting this white edge. All right. Okay, so I'll get rid of those that I need. So we're going to just glue this right on the corner of here. As you can see, yeah, there's my paper from school. I hope I'm in frame. Just putting glue on here. This glue is, I'm just trying to use up. It's Tombow liquid glue. I've had it for a long time and I don't really like it, so I'm just using it up on this project. So you'll see what's going to happen to this in a second when I get it glued on. Okay, get that, some of the edges there. And I'm just going to glue it right. I don't know what you can see. I'm going to go back up a little bit because I'm not sure. I'm just going to glue it right on here. Just to give this a background on the back. I'm going to just cut right around here. This glue, it doesn't glue quite as quickly as an art glitter glue, but it is pretty fast. So I'm not worried about cutting it while it's dry. I'm just cutting along the edge here. I don't care if it's a little goofy. In fact, I probably should have ripped it with my tear ruler. That would have been a good thing to do. Let's just do it on this side. I've got to get that to tear decently. All right, there we go. So now we've got it on here. I'm going to just cut off this edge right here. I keep looking at more pages to print to go in here. There are so many pages, guys. I can't even. In fact, I just tried to find another page because I wanted to print one specific thing on photo paper, and I can't find it. I gotta go and look some more and see if I can find it, but I'll show you what I ended up doing. Okay, that's really wet still. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry because I am going to fold it in half. So we're gonna let it dry. This little piece I'm going to glue on here, just because I want to, you know, it's just, come on, get open. Just because of a little something extra to have on there. I'm gonna ink it first though. Trying to ink, I'm using a lot of black. I think I've inked it already, but, and I don't care if it's folded and looks kind of weird. It's fine. Let's put a little blue on here. I'm not going to show you all of these parts that I do because it would just take a long time with this project that I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm going to just go ahead and actually I think I'm going to put it this way, kind of up at the top, just right on there like that, and I can rip that part off there in a second. It's just going to go like that just to give it a little something something, because this is going to look like it's an old document. So on the front I have, I mean, Tracy has a whole story that goes with this. So I have a little bit of another story that goes with mine, and that is this girl. She grew up in this house and she comes back and she just, you know, finds all kinds of things and things that remind her of her childhood, and just, you know, revisiting and finding things that aren't right and things that are a little spooky, and yeah. All right, so now that's on the back. I do want to let that dry a little bit. So here's what I did with my, let me pull this back out so you can see. Let me see. It's hard to see what you can see, but so here's the picture of the house. Now that's going to go on the back part of here, because this is going to fold. Actually, it's going to fold this way. It's going to fold in so you can see these two parts. And then this is going to be on like the back. I'm not sure which side. But because I couldn't reprint it, because I couldn't find it on photo paper, I just covered it with a pretty thick layer of Mod Podge. I crinkled it all up first. I inked it a little bit. And then I put Mod Podge on it. So when it dries, it's going to have the same shiny quality that these do. So it'll look more like a photo paper. All right, so that's going to happen. And then this is another piece. So this is the deed to the house, okay? The deed to the house is going to go in here, right here in the middle. So let's just ink this up. Whoops, I kind of tried to cut this at school, and when I had a little break, and I was just doing it with my scissors and zigzagging around a little. And it just looks like an old page. And I actually am going to crinkle this all up also, because I want it to have that not so new looking. So I'm crinkling it all up. I do this a lot. I love how these things look when I'm trying to make them look old. And we want this to look like a really, you know, an old piece of an old document, you know. I'm going to rip a little off that side. And maybe a corner over here. And I'm going to kind of maybe fold that down even. Let me just really ink that right here, so that can fold down and be a little bit, you know, black. There, so we've got a really wrinkled up piece, and I don't care if I tear it. You know, maybe it's even got a little tear in the middle here. I might just snip a little tear right in the middle there. Yep. So look, it's got a tear there. You know, these things happen with old documents, right? All right, let's see what this looks like. So we're going to fold this. Yeah, this is still a little wet. I'm going to not use that Tombow anymore because it's too wet. It doesn't dry fast enough for me. I don't have time to, you know, goof around with things that aren't drying quick enough for me. All right, so there we have that. That's going to be like that. Here's our document. This is going to go in here. So we're going to get that glued down there. This poor little guy is still drying. What's on the corner there? Let's just get that. Actually, I'm going to go around this whole thing and ink. especially where that's ripped. Oh, maybe down here needs a little tearing also, huh? Probably. There we go. Ooh, that's looking nice and just grungy. I'm gonna run my black ink. I don't have a lot of ink on this, just a bit. So it's just gonna show, of course, when I glue it down, it's still gonna have some parts, and I'm gonna try to I'm gonna leave a little fold there if I can. Yeah, I want that to be folded like that, so it's a little crazy right there. All right, let's get this down here. I'm gonna put some back to my art glitter glue. Let's see, get around the edges. I'm gonna allow some of it to fold over, so I don't wanna totally, but I do want it to go kind of in the middle. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. When did I have planned for this? I'm finding it hard to plan what I want to do, and then it's like, I hope this is pleased be running. Yes, it is. Okay, great. So there's that. I'm just going to let that be like that. I don't want it to. I might put a tiny bit of glue there, but I do want it to stick up. Oh, I like that there. I do want this hole to be stuck down though. There. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, I think I'm going to turn that up like that right there. Happy accident that wasn't totally glued down. Oh, I like that, right? Maybe we should do a little more of that somewhere. That's Emma. It's Emma. Just gonna, she's just gonna barky bark. Okay, what do we look like here? Looks good. Is this not glued down? Well, yeah, not right there. It's not. Okay. All right. That looks good. So this is going to be gluing this way, because this is going to open up. So here's going to be what's on here, right here. Let's give that a little bit of that going on there. That's fine, just like that. Okay. All right, so this piece, it's not dried yet, but that's going to kind of be here as a flip out. These things are not going to be all glued in. They're going to be different. Some will be glued. Some are going to be just hinged in. Some are going to be on a ring. All right, I like that. Now, there's other documents, and I'm thinking, I have these all cut out, but I was thinking maybe one of these would be fun to just kind of clip in here, like, oh, and here's more documents, like, oh, here's a bunch of more things that Uncle left around here. And it might be that that's, that there's more. I mean, there's a lot of these like this. Maybe there's more. Maybe this is part of it too. And we're going to find all of these documents, and they're just going to clip in the back. I'm going to have to put something on the back of here. Let's see what we would like on the back of here. There's so many pretty papers and things, but we do want, I might just do some, I just have some old ledger here that might be fun to have on the back of here. Let's give it a try and see what it looks like. Let's do that. We're gonna just kind of put this in here, right on there. I've done a lot of fussy cutting with this, but I think it's gonna really look nice the way it comes out. Actually, I'm gonna glue this one to here first. This is a nice piece of cardstock. And I just want to create some depth and make it a little firmer. Some of the pieces in this little thing are going to be thicker than others, and I'm just going to do a quick cut out with this, because then I'm going to glue it on here. Okay, and then we can just lay this. Let's come back in right here and cut this out. So we'll let that dry on there for a minute. And I'm going to clip those in. So here's our page that's going to go here. How is this going to go? This is going to go like this, and then it's going to flip out. Now, I may change my mind. I don't know. Maybe I'd like it to go this way. And I don't care if it's mushy. Look, I just folded that all up in the middle. It's okay. I might want it to go this way instead. Like this. And I'm going to hinge that in the back of here. Okay. There we go. All right. Now I also have a little, I lost it now, a little cloth. It was like this, and I'm going to put it on here. I mean, there are so many little things like this. That would be super cute right in there, that I just want to, you know, have as little pieces here and there. I've sort of done something like this, but not that much like this. There it is. That's the little piece I had to go there. But I also think I'm going to put this one here. Oh, maybe this one. Super pretty. Let's ink that. I did print all of these on a little, not a cardstock, but it's a little bit of a heavier weight paper. So it's not a, okay, I think that's going to go right there. Now we've really got to, oh, you know what I'm doing first, though? I almost forgot. We are putting a piece of coffee stained cheesecloth. And there's I'm going to use quite a bit of this while we're in this little booklet thing we're making. And I'm just going to raggle that up where I cut it. Just pull some strings off. And I'm going to put it right down through here like it was just, you know, I'm going to put it, let it come out a little bit, putting it right in here. So I'm going to give this a bit of glue. Okay. And I'm going to let just a little bit hang off the bottom. And then we're going to put it right up through here. And I'm going to cut it. I might let a little hang off the top here too. I'm not sure. I'll just cut a little piece off like this. And I think this is going to help this look just raggedy and, you know, scary, and that to dry. I think I'm going to put this little clock. I'm not sure if it's a clock or if it's a gauge of some kind. I'm going to put that in the middle of this piece right here. And then we're going to glue that. Oops, lay down. We're going to glue that right on the top of here, like that. I don't know how that goes, if it's upside down or if it's right side up or what it is. Okay, that's good. Now what I want to do is, where did my clock go that I had? I find the one that I don't want to use. What did I do? Oh, Jackie, this is what I do. I get out what I want and then I throw things around. Here it is. And that's going to go there, I think. And that's going to make that pop up a little bit. And it's again going to need to be folded. I'm going to fold it first so it will get in the fold of this, like this. All right. I can't remember if I was doing it this way. This is hard because I'm not sure which way I want this to go on my my thing here. Okay, so it's going to be, it might go like that and then open up like this. So let's glue this in. So this is kind of how all the little pieces are going to go in here. They're going to be attached to all kinds of little tags, and they're going to be clipped in. They're going to be stapled in. You know, it's just going to be like all in. And you know what, actually, I think I might do? I'm going to take my little stapler. I should have done this before I might do this and just staple this like right here in the middle, kind of. I just want it to look like it's been stapled in, and it kind of, you know, just has that little staple there just for some effect. Good, and that's on there. Okay. So this little piece of ephemera is probably finished. I don't know. I might add some more things. I like that on the side. And I'm going to be attaching it there somehow. That's going to get some drying time though. And how's our other page doing? This is getting there. It is getting there. This is probably going to become just a photograph somewhere. We'll see. Okay. All right. That's good. Let's see what else we're going to do. So also, there are lots of little frames and lots of little pictures of people. So the frames kind of look like this. There are lots of them. They start like this. I cut out the middle of them. And like this one, I cut back even further. And again, I folded this. I cut it once, and it had these parts. But I wanted to see a little bit more. So on both of these, I folded this edge in. And now I have this lovely picture of this little girl. I'm not sure where she's going to go, but I'm just getting some of these ready. So you will see more of these. Let me see. Let me put this back together. There are so many fun things, guys. So many. I can't even tell you. Pictures of a cemetery. I'm going to do a little page with those. I did just do these on photo paper, which I think are going to be cool. And when you take one of these and wrinkle it up, it's super fun. Because then it looks like a photo that's been in someone's wallet or handbag or tucked in a book for a long time. And I'm just cutting one out to show you. So I want you to see how it's going to be. I don't know. I'm going to have to edit this probably. This may end up being like a lot of videos. So you can take something like this and crease it. You can't crinkle it as much as I did the paper one, but you see how this looks like it has been folded and put in someone's pocket or something? See how that looks? I hope you can see it. There's a glare, I know. This is a stack of chairs somewhere in this house, right? So I'm going to use that to put somewhere, maybe by the library. I don't know. But those are fun pieces. All right, so I'm going to work some more on this. I wanted to show you. I'm going to work and get these cut out. And I have little tiny, I think these are little, I don't know, some of them are Tim Holtz. But I have little, lots of different things, like little pins and little tiny paper clips that I'm going to use to do that with. All right, so that's cool. All right, guys, I will be back again in a while. See ya. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of bad at trying to get this to go again, and So here we go. So let me show you what I have worked on now. I have worked on our cover. And this is part of the ephemera that says, a section of wallpaper had been ripped away, revealing the almost illegibly scrawled words, "Get away, get away." And I put this guy on here. There's lots of people. So I did the trick with gluing a piece of tracing paper, and I had some here that I had, and so I did that, and I glued them onto regular copy paper and ran it through my printer. I've never done this before, and it worked beautifully, just beautifully. So I have these kind of scary guys that I really wasn't going to put in, but then I did this whole, bring it down like this. I did this whole little scrapbook type thing that's going to be in the booklet, and it's going to fold out, and then you have, actually it's going to go this way, and so it opens up like this, and you have these little pictures that are put in here like the old time scrapbooks with the little black corners that I made. And there's this guy on the back. You can barely see him, but he's there. And then after that page is going to come this scary lady, and on the back of her will be this gal, and then there's going to be this little girl, and on the back of her is this lady. So those are all going to be in, it's hard to understand how it's going to kind of come together, but this will kind of turn out like this, and then this will go out more. So it's going to be lots of this. So this is the graveyard piece, and I think that part's done. I do have a couple more pages. There's this, and there's this one that I want to get in there, but it doesn't quite fit. I may have to fold it and tuck it in somewhere. I'm not sure. So that's where I am again so far, and I'm going to continue working on more of the scrapbook. And so I do have like this little camera as part of the ephemera, and I'm going to be putting in pictures of this ephemera that shows the house, and those look like real photographs because I did them on photo paper, so we'll be putting those in along with this, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So those will be more pages. I have this little hole punch that's a reinforcer. You could buy reinforcers to do this too, or you could put brads in. I did put brads in my covers where those are going to go through the rings. These I reinforced like this, and I just punched this. This is vintage paper from an old scrapbook actually that my mom had, and these also, the rings are of that paper also. So I am having a really fun time with this. There's so much ephemera. I keep going back in and printing more, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to have room for all this. So do check it out. It's super fun, and I think you will enjoy it. So that's probably, this is going to be one video together. I'm really not sure, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Excuse me so much. My next door neighbor is mowing his lawn. So anyway, or maybe it's these old photos that I'm looking at. That could be why I'm sneezing too. Who knows? All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.